welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Today we are going to solve the 22 riddles which will gear us up for any situation which we meet. But we will only solve 11 of them so that I don't need to make the video very long. So let's begin. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let's start.
Echo is taking part in a game show. He has a chance to win $10,000. Finally, it was time for the last task. The guy has to put his head in one of 3 boxes. In the first one, there are hanging electrical wires. In the second, there are hundreds of Venus flytraps. In the third box, there are dozens of scorpions. Which box should he choose to win the prize and stay safe?
I feel like you should choose the Venus flytraps because I don't think that they actually cause any damage to humans, because I think the rest of them actually do cause damage.
Venus flytraps don't harm people.
I'm right, I have a point.
Mysterious man working on some secret project in his lab in the basement. He never allowed the girl in. So one day, when the man went to get a cup of coffee, Amelia broke into his lab. The door immediately closed behind her back and locked automatically. The lab was a teleportation machine. It could take Amelia to one of 3 places. The first place was the ocean where the Titanic had sunk. The second one was the city of Pompeii. A volcano erupted there many centuries ago. The last place was the Bermuda Triangle. What is the safest place for Amelia to go?
I think she should choose Pompeii because right now there is no volcanic eruption, so it will be safe.
I'd pick Pompeii. Going to the Titanic or the Bermuda Triangle would take her to the middle of the ocean. And the volcano in Pompeii erupted centuries ago. Now it's safe to be there.
I'm right again, 2 points.
Gideon was locked in a dark dungeon. There were 3 ways out. Behind the first door, there was a room full of poisonous bees that could make people hallucinate. Behind the second door, there was a room without oxygen. Behind the third door, there was a room full of unfriendly aliens. Which way should he choose?
I think he should choose the bees because he can get through it quickly.
The room without the oxygen seems the most promising option. Gideon can hold his breath and quickly walk through the room. In a quiet neighborhood, someone broke into Mr. Edwards' house at night and stole his collection of jewelry. He reported the burglary, and a detective came to investigate the case. First, he visited the neighbors. The detective asked them what they were doing the night before. Kira said she'd been watching TV all night and hadn't gone anywhere. Abel said he'd been on the plane, getting back from Madrid. He just returned home a couple of minutes ago after a month in Spain. Chris said that he had been sleeping. After the interrogation, the detective knew who the thief was. Have you figured it out?
It's the guy who was asleep because he spent his time sleeping and he has a beard.
This was Abel. He said he'd just come back home, but look at his kitchen table. There are fresh fruits lying there. If he had been absent for a month, they would have gone rotten by now. It was a cold and rainy day. Detective Callum was in his office when he got a call from a hotel's cleaning man. He said he'd found an unconscious woman in one of the rooms. Detective Callum arrived immediately. By that time, the woman, whose name was Anna, had already come to her senses. The detective asked if there was someone in the city who could help her. Anna said she had a sister, but the woman didn't know anything about her arrival because Anna wanted to surprise her. The detective called Anna's sister and said, "Your sister arrived at the city, but someone attacked her. Please come as soon as possible." As soon as the woman arrived, she was arrested. Why?
I have literally no idea what the answer is.
Anna said that her sister didn't know she was going to visit her. Detective Callum didn't specify where exactly the sister should come, but she still managed to find them. For some reason, she knew where the place was. Autumn is an archaeologist exploring an ancient cave. After a month down there, she found a hidden place with 3 chests. One of them had gold in it. But if the woman picked the wrong chest, she'd get locked in the cave forever. The note on the first chest said, "The gold isn't in chest 2. The second note said, "The gold is in chest 1 or 3. And the last one said, "The gold isn't here." Which chest should she open?
Oh, I think it's just one. Other than that, I don't know any other answer. I don't know if it's right.
If the gold isn't in the second chest, it must be in the first or the third one. But the note on the third chest claims the gold isn't there, so it must be in the first chest. Ben works at a VIP club. His job is to not let any young or suspicious people in. Every day, some visitors with fake IDs try to sneak in, and Ben has to detect which documents are fake. Here are some IDs. Your task is to help Ben decide if people they belong to can enter. Here, look at this one. What will you say?
She's dressed up like a schoolgirl, but the ID says that she was born in 1991. That seems fake.
It seems like she was born on the 28th of the 13th month. This ID doesn't look real. Great, another one for you. Should Ben let this guy in?
I think he is also fake because in the ID he doesn't have a beard, but in the real life he does.
This person is supposed to be 46 years old, but in this photo, he looks like a teenager. I think Ben shouldn't let him in. This is suspicious. What can you say this time? In or out?
I think it's fake because it's showing over there New York and then a comment and NY again.
This ID seems real. I think it's safe to let her in. Another person, another decision. Does anything bother you here?
This one, I think this one's real. I have no apparent reason.
Nope, he seems fine to me. One more to go. Should Ben let her in?
I think it's fake because it's written over there Canada, USA, and Canada and USA are separate countries.
Look at her address. Canada, USA? This is weird. I bet it's a fake ID.
That's it for now, guys. I got 6 points. Comment down below how much points you got, and we'll see each other in the next video. Bye.